WNBA is tough. I mean, it's hard to win games. And I thought we did a great job of executing our defensive game plan, making them do something different, making them do different things. So I'm really proud with our effort for today.
Coach, first home win of the season. Can you talk to me about the performance you've seen from your team, but also the energy in the building?
Oh, the energy was great. We love it. You know what I mean? I was telling the girls, like, we got to continue to put a show on every single time we step in this floor. We got to protect our floor. We want these fans to come back. We want them to support us. The way you do that is by having success at home. And so to start the season off with a dub in our building is special. So we'll take that any chance we get.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
Anything in particular that stood out to you tonight in this win?
Our execution. I mean, we executed exactly how we wanted to play offensively, well, defensively, more so than offensively, but especially defensively. Our offense is an offense that we got to continue to work on. We're learning a lot about ourselves, and so that'll continue to get better as the season gets going.
Coach, you kind of talked about this pregame, but your focus on Liz Cambridge and Cheyenne, your defense on her was amazing, and you guys did some help defense as well. Were you happy with how you guys were able to kind of contain it?
Liz had 2 rebounds, I think. How many rebounds she had? No, I could be wrong. She had 2 rebounds, so we did a great job of, staying in place. She had 10 shots. A couple of those were outside shots that we have to contest better the next time we see them. But for the most part, I thought we did a really good job of executing that, bringing help when help was needed. And they did a good job of battling, just making her outside, off the block, pushing her off the block so that they can have some help.
And you guys brought help as well, just in terms of keeping them off the offensive boards. They got a lot of offensive rebounds in their first game. What was the strategy that you guys went into to say, hey, we definitely want to limit their ability to get second chance points?
We talk about finishing plays all the time. A play isn't finished until you can rebound the ball and go the other way, and we want to run. And so we have to be able, in order for us to run, we got to be able to finish plays. And so we did a really good job of that. There was a stretch where, they kept getting offensive rebounds, like they got like three possessions in a row, but I think for the most part we did a really good job of limiting that.
And Coach, another thing that you guys did was clean up your turnovers. What was the strategy? Kind of how were you able to protect the ball in getting actually less than half the turnovers you got in the first game?
I mean, it's the first game, right? And you're still, like I said, offensively, we're still learning our offense. It's going to be an ongoing process, so we might be up and down in terms of turnovers all year. As long as we have a next play mentality, meaning if we turn the ball over, but we can sprint back on defense, right, and make a play defensively, it'll be all right. We'll get those down as the season goes as well.
Thank you.
Ryan, first game in this stadium, what was kind of like for you to do to kind of show up in front of some crowd?
It was just great to be here for the first game as a rookie, especially with a sold-out crowd. They brought a lot of energy, and I was just feeding off of that.
You've been noted as a pull-up, go to the basket. Where did this catch and shoot come from?
I mean, I always had the catch and shoot. I was just never as open. So I had to be a pull-up, get to the basket. But now that I'm open, I just let it fly.
She needs to pull up more. She needs to go back to it. The catch and shoot
I
with the
never
pull
seen
up.
this much space. I gotta take it when I see it.
Ryan, I also know that recently you signed with Jordan, with Team Jordan tonight. I saw you wearing the Zions. Can you talk to me about your experience so far with Jordan brand and why you decided to go with the Zion ones tonight?
It's been great. I've played in Jordans before, and I feel like they're very comfortable to me personally. But I decided to wear the Zions because they got purple in it, and one of my close friends has lupus, and yesterday was lupus awareness, so I wore that for her, and I wrote F lupus and PTLB on that for her.
Thank you.
Ryan, you recently graduated from college and now just debuting in the WNBA. 2 wins under your belt. Just talk about your overall feelings right now.
I'm just super happy. I'm having a lot of fun. The team and my coach are, always giving me a hard time and just keeping things exciting. So I'm just living a life. I'm high off life right now.
Cheyenne, you had a good night. The team had a good night overall from deep, 43% from deep, and you were 2 of 4. But what I really saw was the ball movement and good spacing, and you guys being very patient about that, not just taking the first shot. So what did you like in terms of what you saw in this team in sharing the ball, getting the ball, getting deep into the shot clock and just really taking the shot that was given?
Well, Coach emphasizes a lot, we over me. So it's important for us to just always make sure we're looking for the open man. When we attack the paint, just looking for whoever's open, and I think we do a good job of doing that.
And something that I noticed that I saw at training camp, even in the event last week, and so much energy even tonight. What talk a little bit about what you've seen so far from the player perspective in terms of this chemistry. I know it's early in the season, but the chemistry on this team.
You wouldn't think it was just the way just the way our chemistry is, like on and off the court, and even in the locker room, like we able to talk to each other and correct each other when we're wrong, and accept it and keep it moving, and that's how we're going to continue to get better.
Thank you.
Any questions in the room?
Based on what you've seen through training camp in these first 2 games, what makes Rhyne different?
Just her IQ, her confidence, just coming in knowing that we need her and that she's a big part of this team, and her just embracing that and taking it full head on.
Brandon Sudge, go ahead.
So question for Ryan and then for Coach as well. Ryan, how have you kind of embraced everything since coming to Atlanta in terms of being that potential quote-unquote face of the organization, and kind of embrace that while making this statement that you have?
I just kind of take it head on. I really don't let it, cause too much pressure on me, because at the end of the day, like, it's not just about me, it's about the team. So I just take it and feed that energy into my teammates, and, I let them know I run through a ball for them just as they would for me.
And last question, Emmanuel Glaze, go ahead.
Cheyenne, it's been amazing to see your work since you just had your beautiful baby daughter in December. Talk about your work and trying to get back to that shape that you want to be in, that WNBA shape that you last 5 months.
It's definitely a grind. It's a process I'm continuing to day by day. And I feel like just every game I'll get better and better as far as my shape, physicality.
And I lied, Brandon said you had a question for Coach.
Yeah, Coach, can you just speak on what it's like to see Rhyne perform as she did tonight, and especially clutch moments?
Yeah, that's the reason why we moved up to go get her, right? Because we knew that this is what she was capable of. She showed that throughout her collegiate career, and so it's not a surprise that she's playing like this. And for us, these are the expectations. She knows for us she needs to score the basketball. So her looking for opportunities to do that is exactly what we need. So excited that she's able to do that. But even more than that, whether or not she's scoring the basketball or not, if she's playing the right way and it fits in the culture of what we're doing, I'm more proud of that she's playing the right way.
All right, thank you.